I'm a scat man.
It's an emergency. Somebody there?
Who's there?
I have a man in dire need of a healer.
Shh. She's asleep.
Will she be awake soon? It's an emergency.
Always an emergency. Like the time that young woman needed a potion to induce labor, and the guy who needed a salve for his hernia, and... what else was there?
Please wake her up. A man's life is in danger.
It better be. If I find out he just has a hangover, I'll wake her up, but you'll still have to wait. Haven't seen you before. How'd you know where to find us?
From the Peacekeepers.
Then you've come to the wrong healer. Get out. Haven't you all made her suffer enough? And now those renegades. There'd been a ceasefire for years. They left us alone. And then, all of a sudden, they went mad. Where were you when they were taking over the island? For the first time, we really needed you. And what? You didn't come.
They're gone. I just took care of them.
I don't believe you. You're lying. Just to get what you want. Like all peacekeepers.
Do we have a visitor, Gerard? I'll be there in a moment.
It's a peacekeeper.
What does it matter? Is a Peacekeeper's life of less value?
Listen, you arrogant little shit. Your people call healers like Margaret witches. People fear healers when they could be helping people. Then one wrong move and you peacekeepers are quick to hang 'em. So you ask if a peacekeeper's life is worth less? It is to me. Worth less, far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm not a Peacekeeper. I'm only trying to help one.
All the same to me.
Let him in, Gerard.
I'm just a messenger. A doctor sent me. His name's Stephen.
Doctors shun folk healers these days. Using a folk remedy would harm his reputation.
It already has. He sent me to you against the wishes of the man's family.
Gerard,
Yes?
you said there was a man. He saved us from the renegades. Is this the man?
What's your name, boy?
Aiden.
So, you are the one who saved us. We owe you a great debt. And who is the dying man?
His name's Ader. He's a high-ranking officer.
Margaret, don't. If something goes wrong, you'll be blamed again.
But if this goes well, perhaps it's a chance to help more people.
Does this mean you'll help me?
I'm out of the herbs you need, but I can tell you where to find them. You'll be looking for a flower called the recluse. It thrives in soil soaked in toxic sludge. You will be able to pick it up safely only at night, when its petals glow. But it's not enough to simply pick it willy-nilly. Only the small petals have the healing qualities. Beware of the big ones. They contain deadly poison. Can you remember that?
Small petals heal, big ones poison. I'll remember.
We'll regret this. I assure you.
Hey, Lawan, I need your help.
Sure you do. What's up?
I'm looking for an herb. It's called the recluse.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with it. I I think those funny flowers grow by the canal, north of All Saints Bridge. That's where I'd look.
It's a lead.
And actually, I'd wait until night.
Oh, thanks.
Ciao.
I hope Peter survives.
I know you don't like it, but I got a favor to ask.
You still haven't paid me back from last time. What can I do? Really? You would never know that.
I've always thought of him as invincible. It's hard to
Tried
brother.
everything already.
Do you think he'll know his successors?
My dad always said, that's good. Means you're alive.
How's the patient?
He's starting to wake up. Thank you for your help. You can go.
Wait! What's going on here? You went to the witch, didn't you? To this... Margaret!
She gave me herbs that might help him. She's not a witch.
There's no such thing as witches. That's superstition.
Superstition! Witchcraft is a crime!
Please, just calm down.
What's happening?
We're losing him. Aiden, give me those
I
herbs.
forbid it! Keep that witch's poison away from
I
him!
can give him an injection to stabilize him, but it won't last long.
Did you tell her who the medicine was for? She killed his men! She should have hanged for that, but Jack Mack had Atel burn her eyes out instead!
What?
Did you tell her? She'll have given you poison, I guarantee it!
Aiden, give me the herbs, damn it.
How is he?
It appears the medicine is as effective as I'd hoped. He needs his rest. We should all leave him be.
I won't be far.
It looks like you had Margaret pegged. She didn't want to poison him after all.
Yes, seems that way.
How long will it take for him to recover?
Days, weeks. He's strong and otherwise in good health, so days is a likely scenario, as long as he's allowed to rest.
I'm sure his family will want to be by his side.
Aiden, don't just stand there. Know what this is? These brass knuckles belonged first to Commander Lucas. Then, they passed on to Ator. What happened in Old Villador, it can't happen again. We have to save the city, Aiden. From the plague, from the Butcher and his men. Whatever they're planning.
Okay. But over the radio, you said you have information for me.
Yes, but before we get down to that, tell me, Aiden, what do you need this database for? What does it contain?
I'm looking for my sister.
What happened to her?
A long time ago, Waltz hurt her. He took her from me. And I want him to tell me where she is. If she's still alive somewhere. That's why I was looking for the GRE command center. To access Waltz's database on its servers.
So we have a common enemy.
Meaning?
Waltz. That's the Butcher's right-hand man. He pumps his men full of inhibitors. We can get them both. I brought you here because I know that a few GRE scientists are hiding out in the city. We picked up the trail of one of them, right before the renegade attack.
Sounds promising.
When I find a scientist, we'll see what they know. If they're of no use, we'll find another, and another, until you get the answers you're looking for.
Why are the former GRE in hiding?
They're afraid of the wrath of the people. People angry because the GRE spread the infection.
So it's true. The GRE brought in the virus.
Who else? They say they performed experiments in their bases. They brought in containers from Haran. At night, in secret from the government. And then everything collapsed. In revenge, people captured the scientists and hanged them from lampposts.
And killed the only people who had a chance of finding a cure.
There is no cure and there never will be, Aiden. That's GRE propaganda.
Fine. What do you want in return?
What do you think I want? Maybe the same thing both of us want? The city has electricity again. The renegades are on the attack. For the first time since the war ended, they attacked our outposts in the city center. But new possibilities have opened up for us as well. Thanks to the electricity, we can fire up the biggest antenna in the center, on the VNC tower spire.
Wait, you want to defeat the Butcher using radio?
In a way. The signal will let me reach a larger number of people. Communication between settlements will be improved. We'll enlist more recruits and defend the city. And then it will be easier to find the surviving GRE doctors you need.
I'll do my part. But what guarantee do I have that you'll help me after?
You don't trust me, Aiden?
I haven't been here that long, but I can already tell that kept promises are rare in this city.
If we don't find any of the GRE scientists, I promise I'll get Waltz for you. You're working with Loan, which makes me think you're looking for him too.
Okay, I'm in.
Good. The Butcher attacked for a reason. I want to make sure this city is safe, no matter what.
You all right, sir?
Maya will share our plan with you. Go see her as soon as you can. Oh, and Aiden, you don't have to call me sir. To friends, I'm Jack.
Okay. Jack?
Goddamn renegades attacking the 10 team now. Are we really gonna win this war? Fetch this, dump that. What an errand war.
Can't imagine this thing must have been. The Pilgrim? What?
Don't just stand there.
Matt told me to see you.
Yes, he wanted me to give you this. A little reward for helping us peacekeepers. A UV flashlight. Could come in handy.
Thanks. He said something about a plan?
The VNC tower. Now that the lights are on, we can use the TV antenna to broadcast our call for mobilization. But first, we need to get to the top. And that's a long road. What do you want to know?
What did those survivors at the entrance want from you?
Talking about our little argument? They want what everyone wants. Safety. No one knows why the Butcher sent renegades to attack. Until we find out, we have to keep our eye on the bigger picture here. And it pisses me off when people mention my father.
Tell me more about this radio station on the tower.
It's the tallest building in Villador. It was once a symbol of the city's greatness. Now, a symbol of its fall.
Why do you say that?
That antenna could bring the city together once more. But anyone who goes up there trying to fire it up, guess what happens?
Nothing good, I bet.
Damn right. The city's potential shining beacon is a death trap. We're hoping it'll be different this time. We're gonna light it up with UV lamps.
What makes it so dangerous?
A volatile nest inside, so we think. It's the biggest dark zone around. Once, Night Runners tried to take it over. They wanted to use the antenna to connect all the separate groups of survivors, give the people some hope. But they never even got close to the antenna. And in the end, the Night Runners were wiped out.
Wait, wiped out? You mean every last Night Runner?
That's the problem. Frank had it all carefully planned. But for his plan to have worked, he'd need everyone. All hands on deck.
And that didn't happen?
Not everyone believed in the plan. So there was a rift. Frank thought they'd come around in time, but not everyone came around after all. The plan went to shit. It was horrifying. Those who heard the Night Runner's screams on the radio that night still have nightmares about it.
What happened to the group that refused to join the mission?
Split up, drifted apart. Whoever led the descent was branded a traitor. And the Night Runners faded into a shameful memory after that. We shouldn't waste time on the past. We need our heads in the game, here and now.
Who was your father? A hero of some kind?
This again? Since you're new here, I'll tell you the short version. Classic story. Saved a bunch of his fellow soldiers. Got a medal.
When was this?
Long time ago. Back when people were only fighting each other and not each other and the infected at the same time.
What was your father like?
This isn't the time or place, kid.
Right, I'm sorry. Interesting. Better get back to the plan, though, right?
Right.
Okay, let's get going. Are the lights in place?
They would be, if Juan from Supplies would just do his job for once.
I take it that he didn't.
He's been playing hide and seek the last few days, and he's late. Getting on my nerves. So look in on Juan first. See what his deal is. And when you do find him, kick him in the ass. Tell him it's from me. Got something to say?
Until today, I thought our chances against renegades were coming back from there. But now, I'm not so sure.
Looking for Juan Raynor.
You don't appear to be on his schedule.
It's urgent. The commander sent me.
So Monsieur Jacques sends you?
Jacques?
Jacques Mat. Monsieur Reyna is not here. I can take a message.
No, I need to talk to him in person. Where is he?
Unfortunately, I can't help. Monsieur Reyna's whereabouts are no one's business. Wait if he must. Anything else?
I'll wait, but you're no fun. What about your boss? What's he do for fun?
Monsieur Reyna is well known as a connoisseur of the finer things in life. Food, drink, and pretty much anything that walks on two legs.
Is he near any of these so-called finer things right now? Maybe I can drop in on him there.
Nice try, but no. I won't say.
Matt's not gonna be happy.
Juan is not particularly concerned with the little major's feelings. Do come again.
And the Juan?
Hayden, getting settled in the city?
Working on it. Meyer and Jack sent me to Supply. Interesting bunch. Not like any of the other PKs I've met.
That might be because they're not PKs, Eagle Eye. Business is their true face.
I see. Anyway, I can't track down their boss.
Juan? He likes to make himself scarce. Probably lurking around the fisheye.
The canteen?
The slick bastard's even got his own table there. Bribes the cook to bring him off-menu goods. He lives like the fall never took place.
I'll look for him there.
Good luck finding him. And good luck if you do find him.
Hey, so there's this thing. Until today, I thought our chances against renegades were pretty good. But now, I'm not so sure.
I hear the butchers are high on some kind of weird drug. Element all over again. You're no friend of ours.
Juan Raynor?
You lost, man? We didn't call for a waiter.
I've got orders to find you. From Meyer and the commander. And my name's...
I know who you are, Aiden. After that bang-up with the Renegades, half the canteen wants to name their most precious offspring after you. Including Vinny here. But you interrupted our meal. State your purpose in one sentence, then please, make yourself scarce.
Oh, you know perfectly well why I'm here. The UV lamps. Meyer says you owe the Peacekeepers a delivery.
And you think your barking will make an impression on me? The lummox-in-chief Jack thinks he can scent his terrier, and everyone will wet themselves in terror. But what can I expect? He can't tell the difference between champagne in a crystal chalice or water from a dog's bowl. He hasn't an ounce of refinement. Isn't that right, Vinny?
I don't know.
Don't be afraid. It's not like Jack is gonna march in and have you hanged. At least not now. Ah, Vinny. When will you grow a spine? You want my attention, Aiden? Show me you deserve it. What can you offer me?
How about a court-martial? Matt can do that, right?
A court-martial? You have no idea who you're talking to, do you? Who would hash out the contracts with the suppliers? Who would feed the army, provide it with weapons and clothing? A week without me, and the Peacekeepers will be left with nothing. Supply is everything. Try again, man. And don't improv this time.
All right, listen. I'm just trying to help. I need those lamps.
So the groveling and begging begins. My favorite part. You really need him? Or Jack? What'd he promise you?
Look, you were supposed to deliver, and I was asked to make sure you do.
And how do you expect to do that? Maybe bat your pretty eyelashes at me? I'm not saying you're not my type, because you are. But I need a reason to break Vinny's heart for someone else. So you have to try harder.
Huh. Okay.
You've used up all your time. Didn't pique my interest.
But what is it you want, Juan?
Like they used to say, if you gotta ask the price, you can't afford it. Returning to more pressing matters.
And? Did you make headway with the pompous ass?
Never met a guy quite like him before.
I told you. Come see me back at my place. We'll talk.
Even a drop of Pinot. Maybe some fruit. Sweets always do me good between heavier courses.
I hear Matt told his men to leave the island camp. Damn PKs don't care about us.
Do you think the night... Did you hear? Renegades attacked the canteen. They're long gone.
You proud?
They weren't.
You getting out of there. PKs will help us here.
They lived up.
Let me guess. He scarfed down 5 courses and had a hot young woman at his side.
A young man, but the rest is accurate.
He's a piece of work, all right.
Well, I need him to get back to work. Jack needs UV lamps and Juan's dragging his feet.
That'll be tough. Juan barely listens to Jack, so he'll be an even tougher audience for you. He has his own men and power base, and he loves rubbing Jack's nose in that.
And what can I do about that?
Same as everyone else. Bribe him. He likes fine art, antiques, expensive shit from before the fall. When he sees something that used to be valuable, he can't stop himself. 0 self-control.
All right, where can I find something like that?
I heard of an old Polish guy who lived in a penthouse by Liberation Passage. They say he was an art collector. You can try his place. You can only get there via paraglider. That's why there's a chance something's left. I'll be on the radio and guide you to him.
What about you, huh? Going on a hunt?
No, a party. It's Danier's birthday, but you never know when a guest list will overlap with a hit list. Why don't you come and have a drink with us when you're done with one?
I don't think Danier likes me.
He doesn't like anybody. We'll be in touch.